video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Tariq, Molly, time is a flat circle.
Yes.
Everything that ends starts back at the beginning, and the beginning is just the ending. You know, there is no escape, right? Hey, I feel it's perfect. We start this off by quoting every white male's favorite between the ages of 12 and 20 favorite quote. You know, hey, the Matrix is trying to frame me, but God knows the truth. There's no evidence in my file because I've done nothing wrong. Everyone knows I'm innocent.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah, sure. Probably something like that.
I thought it was something along the lines of,
Right.
it's all good.
As a not white male between the ages of 12 and 20, I wouldn't know about any of that shit.
Right?
I'm neither white nor male, nor could ever be white nor male. So, hey!
You know, hey, I don't understand what the fuck what, is Rico free? Did she break the loop?
No,
you know, is this
she's trapped in forever hell.
Boy, you know, by the end of this, she started with Yasuo's now. He's like, all right, I did my job here. Yep. I can leave now.
Until I meet another one of you in some amount of time.
I was gonna say, at least in this one.
All right, see you in season 4. You know, right? Right.
Why would we?
You know,
why
right?
would we even need to have a season 4 when? Is this supposed to be the closure? It is the next season gonna be Yasan going back to like Riko as like an element. Like, how far back in time travel does Yasan have to go in order to correct whatever path that Riko goes before she becomes like a serial killer?
He becomes Riko's babysitter as an infant.
Hey, wait.
Al becomes
hold on, let me see.
her babysitter as an infant. Yasan is just her dad or older brother, some weird older man figure, and therefore shows up sometimes. That's my new thought.
All right. Hey, it is Ryosangata Riko John Mosho
Saigo
another the last.
The last time that we're gonna have a plastic model girl that's mass produced, basically.
Right, for the time being, you know, like I said, we don't keep track of the show, right? We only find out if there's a new season depending on if I see it in my Twitter feed or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, or not, you know, and I just see a post about it. You're like, and then I quickly rush to tell you guys, hey, hey, you guys ready for another mission? One last ride, you know, right? Another one.
Are
right?
you ready? No? Too bad.
So.
Alright, yeah, it is episode 10 of Ryosangata Riko.
Yeah.
Right. The last episode of season 3. You know,
the last season,
where by the end of
based
it,
off of the fact that they call this
right?
the last in the actual title. But here's.
Oh man, look, this could be a Neon Genesis thing, you know, right? You know, right?
We're gonna get Rico.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, look,
Rico,
man, can we get Ano in on a season? Oh man, can Ano come in and direct an episode? You know, right? What is he up to? Anything right now? Right? Well, what's he doing? Right at the moment, right? Is he working on anything? Right?
So, I need to preface this episode in a certain context. So we did a bit of a rally to try and get through the last 3 episodes of this show. You know, try and just complete the circle, you know?
Right.
And so I just went, okay, cool, we finished this episode. Hey, there's a little bit of we can watch a little bit of the end credits, but let's just skip ahead. Like, close the window, start the next thing. don't watch the preview.
We didn't watch the preview.
I didn't watch the preview for the last 2 episodes, and I didn't watch the preview for this episode.
Uh-huh.
Because we went back to back to back.
I don't know how exactly...
He is confused.
I don't know exactly how I would have reacted to this preview.
Probably, no. Maybe no?
But I have been specifically attacked.
Okay.
Because I think I've brought it up. I think I've mentioned this in some recording on this channel.
Not in this.
Not in this, I think. But my point is simply...
Definitely in fucking Kamen Rider shit.
I think so, but I don't...
No, I know you have.
Okay, my point is...
Sorry.
I think so, but I've been attacked. This final episode of Ryosangata Riko has been a stealth bombing that I didn't see coming on my person. And it's truly something where I go, I was just minding my own business. I was just doing, like, I had my own things going on, and then they brought this together. In terms of how I thought that they would close this show off, right? With the fractured family. And I was like, oh, maybe they'll do a Voltron thing, maybe a Megazord thing, where all 5 pieces of the family have to build a model kit, and they all combine together, and it becomes one big model kit. Oh, okay, that could happen. Then they made jokes about justice in the last episode, and I was like, oh, you know, Gundam Seed Freedom just came out. Maybe it'll be a reference to Gundam Seed, because the main 2 Gundams of Gundam Seed, like the final 2, are called Gundam Infinite Justice and Gundam Strike Freedom, the most patriotic fucking Gundams in the world. But that's not what happens. That's not what happens in this episode. What happens is I'm attacked, specifically within this year, this calendar year of 2024, where...
Hey, it looks a rough year,
I received something, and then they went, why haven't you built this yet? Why haven't you built this yet?
Wait, received what from who? As
hey,
what?
We'll get to that. Anyway, hey, it's episode 10 of the last season, God help us.
Yeah. Hey, look, just like how last week was the last election we'll ever have. Man. Hey, man, that John Mulaney opening monologue was great,
Yeah.
Right? Right.
Anyway.
Right. And to the point where, hey, we're not going to discuss any more of what happened in the 24 election.
Now it's just time
for the rest of this episode,
just time for Code Rico, where...
That's right, look. Hey, we don't need to drag politics into this,
she's got her...
Rico
the
actually,
good
actually has to be the literal last vote to the subject on which side of her family.
Look, man.
She has to bipartisan this. Right?
Hey,
Only
Mom,
she can decide only she can decide where the household goes. Yeah.
It took me a while in this episode to realize what Rico's shirt was. I just thought this was that she was wearing a Godfather.
Nope.
Movie
it's
T-shirt.
The Good Family.
No, that's what the joke is.
Yeah, and then I realized, once again, going back to how I think that no one in this, right, is like, I don't like the symbolism that being passed through the shirt. I think it's extremely stupid and extremely dumb, and it does not work for this show. Right, because anyone who's Japanese watches would not understand any of the fuck any of these stupid English words are.
Or they are very intentionally choosing it because it's just like, oh, if you know, you know.
Right? I do not want to place my belief that there's a subconscious, like a conspiracy that the show's plotline is being explained through the shirts, the English letter shirts at least, right, that the family member is wearing, right? What does Kai's a UCLA shirt mean?
Kai's shirt is 2 red pandas going "Let's go" in again written in English characters, but using Japanese words where it's iko, and they're just two red pandas both, like, together going, we're doing it, yeah!
Look, there's a handful.
Right? I don't understand the symbolism of these goddamn
Oh,
shirts,
did you
right? But
also
yeah.
not, hey, Molly, do you want to share the one subliminal thing that
The
I think
three?
we've all missed? Yeah.
The 3? The goddamn motherfucking 3? It's the last episode. Okay. At the end of the opening credits bit, there is the point where they are all hanging out together, and literally, Riko,
The Kae and Ao are like they're hitting the peace
even
sign.
Yasan.
But they're hitting the peace sign. They're hitting the peace sign like bunny ears, right?
You know who's hitting a different sign in between all of them? Dad. He went 3.
Does he?
Has that been a thing this entire time? Has he been doing that in the opening
The entire
time?
fucking time. He's gone. It's gone. You know, pose, pose, pose. Peace, peace. 3. Yasan. Peace.
Oh shit, I've never noticed this in the opening bit. The only big takeaway we took from the opening bit was the first episode where the title started glitching the fuck out, and we're like, what the fuck is going on this season?
This has been happening.
Yeah, so Molly mentioned that to me, and I went...
I lost it.
I went, oh no. Oh no. He's self-aware. He's reached singularity.
No. He's just doing 3 first.
Is that a 3 because it's the 3rd season? Is it a 3 because he has 3 daughters? You know,
fuck me,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so for a small town, I guess people are also divided on this issue.
I mean,
right?
reasonably so. Like having a full like, I guess, like, Sandals Resort put into the middle of your fucking, like, podunk town is kind of a big deal, especially if it's going to displace people.
Right. You know, right, all the old people are like, oh, it doesn't matter, all the young people are leaving, so,
yeah,
you know, right, Rico's a fucking weeb, you know, in between, I guess I saw this the next day, right, of her, right, from building the Justice model kit. She has consumed all of Code Geass, and she's now a fucking weeb. Holy shit! And she does the fucking eye thing. It's so fucking funny.
I just like that she gets up,
right?
leaves, comes back, grabs food, leaves again. You know.
Right, this entire code opening, it's real fucking funny. You know how she tries to pretty much do a Jedi mind trick and everything.
Anyways,
you know?
then she ends up in Grandpa's fort, finds the dendrobium, and goes, ooh.
Yeah.
No.
Is it a sign? That's what I said.
No.
Also, that seems too small on her bicycle for it to actually be the dendrobium.
No, we don't get to just breeze by this. Okay? Okay?
We don't get to. You got something to say?
Yeah, I got a bit of a soapbox to stand on. In fact, a high grade box to stand on.
Imagine it being that dusty.
Okay.
That's why I keep it in the box. Okay. So, flashing back
to January?
Flashing back, no, to February.
I know. I was going before
that.
Why would you?
Because somebody didn't have it then.
Well,
I didn't have it. I didn't have it in 2015 either.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm not flashing back to 2015.
Boy, how much context do we have?
There's not that much context. There's not that much context. She's being silly. Okay, let me. Okay.
I'm too
okay.
much.
Okay. Let's flash back a few months ago. Back when we were finishing Darkshard. And I was like, hey, Molly and I have the house to ourselves, but I have my Valentine's Day gift from her. and I'm finally gonna take the time to build it because it's a model kit. But I didn't do that because life happens and cat happens and it's a lot of pieces.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need like your own private space to build it. I remember.
It's a lot. There's a lot of pieces. It turns out there's a lot of pieces, and you go, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. But for the most part, it's just the real thing is I'm so happy that I've been gifted from my loving partner this incredible gift. And then I went, okay, great. So, is there I can't believe I have this. That specific model kit that maybe I did or did not express the exact details of what it was. Let me just share some photos of when, before we went to my mom's house and were house sitting for her, just the thing that I happened to be in possession of.
Okay.
Hey, does that look familiar?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
look, you know what they say, life imitates art,
Yeah, you
right?
see that? Picture for scale. Picture for scale. Picture for scale.
Yeah.
I have been holding back on building the high-grade 1144 Universal Century Gundam Dendrobium for 8 months. And then Ryosangata Riko, Saigo no Puramo Joshi no Kumitate Ki, episode 10, comes and fucking clothesline me from the fucking shadows out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. The fuck is this shit?
You should have built it faster.
Fuck off!
Right?
I got you a good present. That's what. I got you a good present.
Yeah, apparently it's something that if I die, I can leave to my family to reunite them. What the fuck?
Happy Valentine's Day. I love you.
Just use it as like the final, like that's the final activity, right? After you pass, like we'll meet up, like all of your friends. We'll meet up one last time. We'll build this. And then we'll all go our separate ways, right? I don't know who's keeping it.
Me!
Right?
Bury it with me like Pharaoh style. I'm going down with the ship.
Or I'm keeping it. Sure as fuck I'm keeping it. Maybe I'll put it on his grave, cased in resin, because fuck no, I'm not just letting that shit go. I spent money on that shit. I am proud of it, and I hope that was a good present, and I hope that I made him happy.
It is such a... This is the reason... Okay, specifically this grandpa keeping his kit in the attic is the reason... Is the reason why it's a $400 to $600 kit. Because there's only so many people that bought it at the time because it's big as shit, and they've just left it in their fucking attic collecting dust. This is actually the problem. Because there used to be a, maybe like $430, box of it in the local hobby store, and then it got sold to somebody, and I was like, damn, if only I had money then. But also... it's so big! It's so big and insane to just have that shit.
It takes up more than a person and the front seat. It takes up the entire back seat. 2 seats.
Oh yeah, well,
just saying. Entirely.
From personal experience, it takes up the backseat.
Entirely.
Look. I think this is the grandfather's last stand. You know, like,
it's
boy,
the last stand, all right.
Like,
it's the fucking goddamn. This is okay. From the context of Gundam, this is essentially a WMD. Like, hey, this is a model kit of a fucking goddamn nuclear, like, of a warship. Like, it has everything. It'll blast you, it'll slash you, it'll bomb you, it'll missile you. It's all the things. And also there's a Gundam in the middle.
Which is replaceable. With whatever Gundam you want.
Yep.
Right.
Anyways, it's only a box.
Man, I love how no one decides to check out the closet or like the storage shed after the grandfather died.
Well,
right?
the
Like,
attic of the storage shed,
so...
I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, right? After he dies, like, should we start cleaning out his garbage now, right?
No, we found
like,
the garbage house and we figured that was it.
Yeah, you know, right? Like, oh yeah. You would think after like finding one Gundam box, they didn't think like, oh man, he might have some more.
Like,
you know,
the box on Riko's
right?
bike
Like,
is not big enough. I'll be honest.
Oh, you know, I love how she has to carry, like she has to strap it down and everything just to carry to the
No, but the
floor,
actual box,
right?
like shipped in the box, is bigger than like the front seat. Requires like at least 1.5 of the back seat. It's so fucking big.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the Dendrobio.
So Riko takes it to Yasan.
What about flowers?
Yeah, Riko takes it to Yasan. I was like, hey,
It's just the name of a particular flower. So coming from Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory, it is the Gundam Dendrobium. Basically there are 3 different Gundams that are based off of the original Gundam that are like prototype upgrades, and they're all just named after flowers. There's the Zephyranthes, there's I don't remember the second one, and there's the Dendrobium, which is divided into the stamen and the orchis because, hey, it's like flowers, where there's a stamen and an orchis. That's why they combine.
Right. Yeah, man. So it's
Physalis,
so it's
that's what the second one is.
Grandpa
Physalis,
bought
the
it from
GP02 Physalis.
Oh. Right, it's stated that Grandpa bought it from Yasan, right? This entire time, right? And it's like, do you think Yasan ever wondered, like, oh man, I wonder what the fuck happened to that? Did he ever build that thing? You know, it was like
I sold it to him, but like I kind of wanted to build it too. Like, I mean, I thought he would come over.
You know.
Anyways, Yasan's at your house.
No,
now.
we built it together.
Yeah,
you know,
Yasan has
right?
always known where they live.
They were best friends.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
I'm not best friends with anybody at the hobby store.
Okay, but what if
Yeah.
Jack was your best friend and he knew where you lived?
That's Magikarp's problem, not mine.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm
Jack. Hey, Jack does know where I live, so
Sorry.
you know, right?
You know.
Yeah.
So when you die, we can all build.
So-
We can all play cube together over your dead corpse.
Oh yeah, that's how I want to go out. You know, hey.
Okay,
look,
so
look,
here's the thing.
It's explicitly stated.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that we have to get to. Here's the real issue that we have to get to with this episode. That really fucked things up. I haven't built this yet.
He cannot.
Okay.
No, hold on.
Uh-huh.
So, we know the formula for this show, right?
Yeah.
They take a lot of time. They go, oh, Kyrie, ooh, open the box, ooh,
Give birth.
yeah, give birth, all that shit, and they spend a lot of time.
You get some snappy edit.
Spend a lot of time detailing it.
Someone.
So when the Dendrobium first showed up, my brain broke for a solid 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, and then
Closer to 5.
and then I just had to go. I can't watch this part. I can't watch this part. I've specifically been saving the building process of this for myself. I can't watch this part.
Yeah. For like 5 months now, boy.
So I had to, and I'm about to again because we're reviewing this. Stare at the table, stare at the ground, and just listen and rely on my own understanding of the Japanese language, and also asking Molly, what did they just say? Hold on, I didn't catch that last part. Can you read it to me? Like I'm fucking Stevie Wonder. And go, what the fuck?
Hey, why don't you... I feel like at that point you should just put a sheet over the screen, but you put the sheet to the part where it doesn't cover the subtitles.
That's so much more work. That's so much more work.
I tried to cover his eyes. He just...
Then having Molly read word for word.
Only sometimes. Only when I don't understand, when I missed a line or something and I wasn't paying attention.
Which was only like 1 in 3.
Yeah, hey, if only some of us knew Japanese, I went, okay, I picked out most of what they said, I got it, let me just double check.
Honestly,
and then sometimes they said a couple of, like, paragraphs, and I went, oh, that's too long.
Look, what you would do was, like, go, say thing, and then I'd be like, not quite what they said, and then I'd correct you. Or I'd just tell you what they said.
Or you'd say, like, no, that's not how they phrased it, but it's basically the same.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so, the grandpa, so, once again, I have to assume that so, going back to our murder mystery board, right, so, I feel like the grandpa, right, but this thing has been collecting dust for a while now, right, and since it's been up there, to the point where no one in the family knew he had this, right, you know, I wonder at what point he decided he was gonna actually build this thing. You know, right? Do you think it's like one of those comical situations where he's like, it's the week he finally decided to go build it, but then he died, right? Here's the thing, they never state where his body was found, you know, right? I was like, yeah, we found his dead body in the shed for somehow, you know, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he was found, you know? Maybe he was found
3 towns away.
Well, I was going to say, maybe he was found in the attic pulling out the box and all the dust was so old it fucking suffocated him.
Alright, that's what I'm saying. They never stated how his body was found.
They did say,
you know?
They did also say that it definitely didn't seem like an accident or natural causes.
I am...
Right, so yes.
I am really upset that it feels like, what's fucking doing shit to build it.
I wouldn't know, I can't see.
Main character girl.
Riko? Oh yeah, Riko is just standing there as a voyeur. She's a voyeur
like,
trying to get everybody to do stuff. Mom and Dad have to... I mean, to be fair, she's trying to put the people that are on different sides of the argument together. She put Mom and Dad on building the Gundam, and she put her 2 sisters on building the mobile armor.
It's just that she's now on the council of Yasan and Ao. And that feels weird.
Right, look, if anything, Yasan and I were actually neutral third party in this family drama. Like, oh man, and look, our business is not gonna be it's not gonna be affected by this hot spring being built here. You know? And we may or may not get more customers.
We'll actually probably definitely get more customers.
Yeah.
Right, you know, but we're still gonna be neutral third party on this. We'll just sit back, you know. Right, we're not gonna. We are the undecided voters, you know. Right, right. We're not part of this, right? But yeah, But so it is, you know, so Yasa tells Riko the story of the Gundam. I'm not gonna say the
Dendrobium.
name. Right, because the Dendrobium. And she was like, and then at some point, once again, she is mistaking Yasa's just basic story summary as like a sign, like, oh, Wish, huh? Like, do you think this could be my grandfather's last wish? Is that what it's supposed to be mean? You know, right? And now, like, Grandpa secretly spent $400 buying a giant robot, and he didn't tell anyone. And we're wondering why there was a big gap in our finances a while back.
Yeah.
You know.
No wonder he was trying to sell the house.
Right. Right. That's why he was trying to cover up the fact that he bought this and he never told anyone. Yeah.
Selling the house, giving off the property. Making money to buy Gundam.
Yeah. So Riko, Yasa, and Aoi all go. Then immediately, I like how she spent all that effort to drive up. I mean, not drive, bike up to the. Just been all right. I guess I gotta go home now to bring this home. And then she's like, all right, everyone, stop what you're doing. I assume none of you have anything important to do, right, for the rest of the day. You know, and hey, we're gonna build this together. And this is gonna be the hey, instead of family board game night tonight, it's family built a Gundam night tonight. You know,
Yeah.
right?
Sounds better.
Yeah, yeah. And then I also think it's funny how Yasa and I would just show up as well, like, hey, what's up? We're here now, right? I just think I don't know, it's just like it's real funny that they just show up here. You're like, oh yeah, they can exist. They can exist outside of the stores. Like they're not tethered to this to this store, you know, right? Yeah. Yeah, man, this box is big as fuck.
Yeah,
by the way.
I know.
Holy shit!
It's literally being used as a stopgap so that the cat can't fucking get into all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like it's huge.
Oh, the box.
Yeah.
Big box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the side of the family that wants to keep the house are on one side. So older sister and dad are on one side, and mom and younger sister and mom are on the other side. You know, she's creating actual divide between them.
No, but now she's joining
them
together with all the parts and everything.
Yeah, because they have to cross. In order for them to get to the other piece, they have to cross to the other side. Ooh, right? It's the symbolism. Like I said, that's why it's a good family.
Yeah, that's what this is. And I just like this entire time. And we can.
I also like the entire time when they're building. The three of them are just sitting there doing nothing. You know, right?
Just watching.
Right? Like the three people that actually know how to build a model kit and have the skill are just sitting in the background, right? Well, we just let all the inexperienced people build this kit. I was like, man, this is actually crazy. I understand the symbolism, but I don't think having all the inexperienced people built this is a good idea. You know.
No, they were
right.
on their own.
Yeah. And then we start finding out the reasoning of everyone's argument for the house. You know, right? Of why they want to go or why they want to stay, and everything. Yeah. Yeah, so we find out that the dad wants to quit his job at being the handyman. Like, I'm still not sure what his actual position at the town hall is.
Quote unquote town hall, which means he's just a civil servant.
Right, but I don't know what he does. But it looks like he does like all like the weird like go pick up the dead raccoon off the street. There's like a broken bench. Can you go patch that? Like he's like the weird like maintenance guy that works at town hall, I guess.
What it reminds me of is
right.
Beetlejuice in like, you know, when you die, if you commit suicide, you become a civil servant. So like he's reincarnated.
Right. Yeah, so that's what the then they just have the reason. Yeah. Yeah, look. Yeah, the dad wants to. The reason why the dad wants to keep that is he wants to quit his job so he can work from home. He's a work from home type of guy, you know. He's like, wait a minute.
That aren't
city work. Hey, look, I can trade my gold stock from the comfort of my house, you know. I don't have to be out and about, right, to do this. Yeah, to trade, to do my gold stock and everything. Right. Yeah. Kaie was like, Kaie's reasoning why she wants to sell, why she wants to sell is hey, she wants the best for the family, right? She realized, hey, if we sold this house, we could move to the city, you know,
yeah, that would be better.
Right? And then mom and dad, be better for mom and dad because they're getting old. It would be kind of nice to be be accessible to location, you know, right? Instead of being this bumfuck countryside where there's like only one grocery store and our grocery bill is for some reason is high every single time mom goes out grocery shopping. Don't know why, you know. Really weird.
Definitely not
right?
Because of a weird boy.
Right, you know, yeah. What's up with why our grocery bill is so high? You know, maybe it'll stop if we move to the city. You know. Right, yeah, and then Kairi realizes, yeah, she does not want to she does not want to act like the older sister, right? She not wants to be the one the most responsible, right? Like thinking about this stuff, right? Because she's like, that's it. She's the youngest. Like, I'll just, right? Look, she's the youngest, right? She's like, I mean, I'm still a kid, I'm still trying to figure out college.
Yeah.
I can't be thinking about what are we gonna do with mom and dad's
Yeah,
retirement?
I shouldn't be having to think about that, actually.
Yeah, this should not be my responsibility. Aren't you the oldest one? Should you be discussing
But
this
then
with them?
literally,
Not leaving it to me?
hey, the oldest is like, you don't have to think like the oldest sibling. It's like, no, but I do because
Someone has to.
you aren't.
Yeah, you left.
Yeah.
Right? Right. You left us and everything. I'm the one that's stuck with mom and dad and having to figure out. Oh man, I need to plan what days to stop by the store to get their meds.
Right.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So everyone, yeah. So it turns out. So hey, would you guys consider this the 47.5? Kumakai family meeting.
It's the
right?
48th, but only it's the 48th family meeting, but
I don't
only.
think it's important enough to consider.
But it's
the 48th.
well they claim it as the 48th, but it's only the 48th of this timeline, so it's probably 48th of the third timeline, so it's the third times 48th. So I could see it as a future 3.48.
But they weren't an entire family from before that,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't have counted.
Oh, that's a good point. But to be fair, the Komukai
So as
family
far as-
could be anybody so long as Komukai Riko's in
Yeah,
it.
I think that this is as far as like the 48th Tomokai family. It'd be the 40.
Look, I'm just waiting
Right.
for Ryosangata
But yeah.
Riko, Shin Ryosangata Riko. Like, Ryosangata Riko, Shin no Puramo Joshi no Kumitate Ki.
Shin being the.
A.K.A. Shin Ultraman, Shin Kamen Rider, Shin Godzilla. Now we get Shin Ryosangata Riko, Shin no Puramo Joshi Ki.
Right. Yeah. So now that everyone has talked their grievance out, right? Right. Everyone has finally, instead of just like, it turns out just voting, right, was probably a bad idea if no one actually reasoned it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually
It turns
talk
out-
through your...
Yeah. Maybe it's actually important to explain your reasoning.
And not just call,
right?
and not just tell the other, say that the other side is just a pile of garbage on an island.
Right. It would be better if we do it like that.
I just like that at
Yeah.
the end, we all
Yeah.
go, hey, everyone throw your own fucking plastic model in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now that so now that everyone has gotten their grievance out, hey, Rico could come in at the last minute, like, yeah, hey, now I get to be the one that connects everything together, because that's what I did, right? Look, symbolism. Look, yeah, just because you guys did all the hard work with this kit of like building it and everything, right? It's snapping. Now I get to come in and just snap it all together, I get to do the finishing bit because that's what I am, I'm the one that's closing this, for everyone. Yeah.
Oh,
How long?
Yeah, this thing is
but
big.
speaking of
Holy
closing
shit.
things,
How long do you think it takes Yasan to pack up all of his stock?
well, with his magical time traveling powers, I imagine no time at all because he's magic. Because, hey, post-credit scene, yes, Yasan is 100% a Time Lord. This is his TARDIS, and he is going on to his next TARDIS, which is the shop from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how quickly he got it done. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, my job is
Yep,
done.
I must go.
Question
I must
mark?
move on to the next Rico that I must indoctrinate with the
Help
the
with her,
mind of model kits.
with her like everyday problems, right? Yeah. So everything, like I said, everything works out to itself, right? Right, everything works out.
I guess. Everything comes back to the beginning. The beginning comes back to the end. We are in an eternal loop. If next year there's another Ryosangata Riko, fuck it, because why not? We're just gonna keep doing it over and over again until the sun burns out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the family decides to sell the house. By the way, yeah. Yeah, because they realize, fuck this house. Like I said, the worst part is like if you think like no one has said anything like they have sentimental value of the house. The mom was like, I mean, the dad was like, you were born in this house, right? And the mom was like, yeah, and
Yeah.
that doesn't mean anything. I can move to it, right? I understand there was like sentimental reason that was being thrown around of why they wanted to keep it. Like no one at any point ever said, "Yeah, man, this family has a lot of memory." Everyone has just been like, "Yeah, it's just a house."
I could be born
right? Like,
anywhere.
are they ever, like every. Right, like the argument by the end of everyone's name was that this is it just relates to this is how like no one says like this has special memories or whatever, right? Enough, you know. But yeah, so man, I also fucking lost it when they signed or they did the seal to complete the transaction.
The giant laser
right,
beam
to
that
sell
was
over their
forced
land.
out to Grandpa's Grandpa.
Once again, going to I don't understand. What the fuck is this? Is he a ghost? Is he an apparition? Is he actually there? What is going on here?
He charged the cannon so that it would heat up the stamp to stamp the deed that they were giving up the property for their own home. I guess.
Right. Yeah, man, I fucking lost it when they did all their hands places. I was like, oh yeah, it's like they showed everyone's all that time. Then they cut back to the hand, and then we see this. Like, what the fuck?
Whoa,
what the fuck is,
there's
this?
hand. Oh, that's Grandpa.
Yeah,
oh, God,
the worst was everyone acknowledged the grandfather too. Like they see his spirit
look
there.
at him and they go, yep, he's there.
And then did you think they talked about it right afterwards? Or like, so no, all of us saw that, right? Like that was great. Like we all saw the spirit of our dead grandfather, right? You know, right? Going back to like I was fine. I was taking liberties when they were in the shop, you know, and they see the dead spirit, right? Because it's a magic store, whatever the fuck that can exist through space and time. But like at the house, like, well, man, this is really fucking weird. I don't. Man, I don't understand. He's not even a ball of light this time, you know. He's not even possessing any random person's body, you know. To take physical form.
He's not possessing some guy that wants to fuck his granddaughter.
Yeah. So they sell the house. You know, Riko and Yumi goes back to the city, right? I think it's funny how they just leave Riko at the bus stop, right? They don't even go with her to the bus stop. Like tradition, like all right, bye. Wait till she gets onto the bus, and then that's when they say, they just all right. They're just at the front of the house, like, all right, bye. That was great, you know.
Yep.
Right. Also, what is the context of this box? I feel like I'm missing something with this box. Are we missing something with this box?
I don't know, unless it's I was just like, Grandpa's ashes, a model kit box. Like I don't know.
Is this the Barbaros that they built at the
don't. It's
right? Like
none of this made
like,
clear. This has been a fever dream.
I was like, this box is showing up at the end. Fucking confused. I was like, is this a box supposed to mean something? This is really fucking weird how there's just a box all of a sudden, you know, right? Because we don't see anything out of this box. Like, she doesn't open it, right? There's, like, no glow. It's not like we don't Pulp Fiction this.
Yeah, it's not a mystical box. It's just a box.
Right? That this has no context that she just has, you know? Yeah. But, yeah, that was Ryosangata Riko, Season 3. The last. Actually, the last,
they say.
You know?
Supposedly.
Hey, look.
Again, until we get
we'll
Shin Ryosangata Riko.
We'll find out next year, you know, right? Look, I just learned that at this point, if I just check Twitter around June, right? June every year, I will find out if there's news of Riko or not, because apparently this is a summer show.
Right, set
so,
your
you know,
alerts, people.
Right. Oh boy, alright. Hey, look, we might be back next year, or we might not. This might be the last for us too, but it's not. There's still one more Riko video after this. Oh. Alright, hey, alright, that's it. That's the end of Riko. Hey, next week, and we'll put the reviews out next week. We'll put all our final thoughts and whatever the fuck we want to say about the show there. Alright, anything else you guys want to end on with before we sign off?
No.
By the end of the year, I will build the Dendrobium. But before
Will
that...
you?
That's a goal I've set for myself, but Jesus Christ, why the fuck did they hit me like that?
I'm sorry.
Alright, that's the episode. Okay, thanks, bye.